Hey Virgo, welcome to your read. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's Monday the 2nd of March 2026. I'm going to do a relationship love tarot reading for you guys today. For those of you who are in a relationship or a more specific significant connection, please take what resonates and leave what does not. For those of you who are not in a relationship or a significant connection, or you are single, this reading is not for you. So, going to get a card for your feelings, their feelings, the connection itself, any challenges, obstacles, and possible outcome and advice. So, for Virgo and the person they are dealing with in love, in a relationship, in a connection. What are Virgo's feelings for their person? What is Virgo's feelings for their person? Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, Virgo, you're feeling emotionally separated from your person at the moment, or disappointed, or feeling that something is broken, or there's separation, imbalance, some sort of unmet expectation when it comes to love with your person. Or you could be in separation at the moment, or there's sort of a loss of feeling or love or emotion there. What about your person, Virgo? Person that Virgo is connected to in a relationship. What is Virgo's person's feelings towards Virgo? Nine of Wands in reverse. So your person is feeling depleted, overwhelmed, feeling like giving up, lack of want to carry on with this perhaps, or a lack of courage, just feeling tired out, run down, overwhelmed with it all. So you're both in a place of feeling very sort of separated from each other, you're both kind of thinking, feeling, well, is it time to give this up? Close the chapter on this, close the book. The energy of the connection itself. What is the energy of the connection between Virgo and their person in love? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, sort of repeating energy here. Something is not stable. It's broken. It's at a loss. It's, yeah, just not at the moment. Challenge and obstacle, or challenges, obstacles within the connection. What are the challenges and obstacles within the connection? Eight of Swords. So someone's feeling trapped in their mind, or you're both feeling a bit trapped in your minds about this, sort of not really sure what to do, what to think, holding back from taking any action on this, feeling trapped. One of you or both of you are feeling trapped in your mind. Or just feeling very limited in what to do in this connection situation. Possible outcome and advice for the connection. Possible outcome and advice for the connection. Ooh, okay. Four of Cups in reverse. So at the moment you're kind of feeling like it's at its end, and it could possibly, this could possibly be the end of the connection here. Sorry if I keep moving my cards. I'm a bit OCD about the alignment of my cards. So at the moment the energy is saying that you're kind of both at the end here, closing a chapter, and feeling acceptance of what it is, of what the situation is, of where it's at, and perhaps feeling grateful for the lessons that you've learned or for what you had together when things were good. Kind of in a place of accepting, processing, getting to the point of moving on and letting go of any baggage or upsetting, disappointing, emotional feelings about it. And kind of in the energy of, well, moving on, healing, recovering, moving on, and moving towards new energy, and just moving on with your lives. So let's delve a little further. I'm going to clarify with a new deck. That's a good start. In fact, I'm not going to clarify with that deck yet. I'm going to keep clarifying with this one. So for your feelings, Virgo, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Your feelings are the Two of Cups in reverse. So why is the Two of Cups here in reverse energy for Virgo's feelings? Why is the Two of Cups here in reverse energy? The Nine of Cups. So on some level, you feel emotionally fulfilled, or you feel like regardless of this ending or this separation, you're still kind of emotionally fulfilled within yourself, or you are comfortable enough within your own life to kind of recover from this. You're kind of feeling, maybe you have a lot of abundance, material comfort, you know, your work, your job, your life, your home. Perhaps you're quite comfortable just being single. You're quite comfortable being in your own energy, and you're not really, you're quite sort of happy to move on by yourself rather than kind of keep going on with a sort of a relationship that's not going anywhere, or it's come to its end. You're kind of perhaps feeling, yeah, I'll be all right on my own, sort of thing. And your person's feelings, Virgo, Nine of Wands in reverse. Why is the Nine of Wands here in reverse for your person's feelings? The Hanged Man in reverse. So there's a resistance, although your person is feeling kind of a bit worn out with all this, and they're kind of feeling like giving up and feeling overwhelmed. They're in some sort of state of indecision and stubbornness. I don't think they want to give up on this, or they don't want, or they sort of try to hold on perhaps, but it's just become too overwhelming for them. They're sort of in a resistant, indecisive, not a very action orientated, yeah, I mean the Nine of Wands as well. It's like they don't know what to do, so they're just sort of doing nothing. They're just sort of giving up, not doing anything, just it is what it is kind of energy. For the connection itself, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse for the connection? Three of Wands in reverse. So there's been a lack of progress here with regards perhaps to resolution and bringing this back around. There's been lack of progress, delays, stagnancy, blockages. It's just something that's just, you know, things happen. Relationships that come apart, they don't always come back together. And yeah, this just hasn't progressed into resolution. And for the challenge and obstacles came the Eight of Swords in the upright. So why is the Eight of Swords here for the challenges and obstacles in the connection? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's a change that needs to be made. There's a cycle somewhere that needs to come to an end. So perhaps this is the cycle that's coming to an end. But I'm also getting that someone feels trapped or limited in their mind about a cycle, a change that needs to be made, a cycle that needs to be ended. And there's kind of no time frame on that. This could be your person, Virgo. A change needs to be made. A cycle needs to end. Something needs to change, but there's a very resistant energy with that. It's like it's just not happening. And for the possible outcome and advice, the connection got the Four of Cups in reverse for the possible outcome and advice. So why is the Four of Cups here in reverse for the possible outcome and advice on this connection? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there could be someone's dependent on something here, or there's some fear of a loss of finances. Or someone needs to make a change, but they're worried about the loss of stability, loss of financial stability or stability within themselves. Someone's very fearful, resistant, and limited, holding themselves back perhaps because they're worried about their stability. And there is an energy of dependency here, or some sort of, yeah. All right, so let's just have a look at that Wheel of Fortune in the challenges and obstacles. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for the challenges and obstacles for the connection? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The World in reverse. Something is unfinished. Something is unfinished. Yeah, I'll say what I wanted to say just a minute ago, but I didn't say it. There is a sort of energy of unhealthy dependency, karmic sort of energy. This is something I think that your person might be dealing with, Virgo. This unfinished business, lack of closure. A change needs to be made and it hasn't been made, or it keeps your person's very indecisive, resistant to make this change because they're in their head about it. It's something that they struggle with. Not sure how long they've been struggling with it for. do I need to clarify any further? Nine of Pentacles came out in reverse energy for the possible outcome and advice. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse energy for the possible outcome? Justice just came out in the reverse. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse for the possible outcome and advice? Knight of Wands in reverse. Justice in reverse. Yeah, there's a heavy imbalance, unhealthy, very karmic energy here. This is something that your person is dealing with. I don't know how long they've been dealing with it. I'll get one more card on the connection. Three of Wands in reverse. I just want to know what that delay, what this is, if I can, Spirit. Three of Wands in reverse for the connection. Why is the Three of Wands in the reverse here for the connection? Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is quite heavy. I think your person's dealing with quite a heavy, unhealthy or karmic attachment here, or something that's just been going round and round in a circle. Something they have to deal with within themselves. There's a lot of distance here. This person might have, there is a bit of communication, but more so this person, there's some advice that needs to be taken here, or counselling, or just matters that this person needs to be dealing with, and it's not something that you can help them with really, or do for them. This is something internal that someone needs to deal with. The scales need to be balanced. Balance, harmony needs to be restored within this person. And that's not something you can do. That's Virgo, that's something that someone needs to deal with on their own. So I'm going to leave it there, because I'm not going to draw any more cards. I've drawn too many already, because I wanted this to be kind of short. Yeah, I'm trying to use a few less cards in my readings and change the format a bit, just to see if it refreshes my readings. And yeah, this is a heavy one, Virgo. I think you're aware of what this person is going through. Now, whether this, I mean, the Three of Cups there is in reverse. I'm not sure what kind of connection you had here, what kind of relationship you had or have with this person. But I think you're aware of what's going on for them. And I think you're kind of just leaving them to it, because I think it's something quite heavy that only they can deal with. And it's not something you can do for them, or, you know, help them with on a deep level. Nor is it your responsibility to, when it's something like this, someone they've got to come through it on their own, otherwise they'll keep going round and round in a loop. It's for them to step off of the loop and to make that change, make that decision, and move forward for themselves. And I think you're kind of in the position of, well, it is what it is, and I can't change it. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can, do you know what I mean? This is down to them to deal with. So you're kind of, you're all right. You're good on your own. I think you're perhaps, you've learned some lessons here, perhaps within this connection, and you're kind of grateful for the lessons you've learned. And I think you're feeling a sense of relief almost, that you're not having to deal with this heavy sort of energy anymore. So yeah, I think you'll be all right within yourself and kind of move on, recover, and you're feeling pretty solid within yourself. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you would like more readings from me, then please give the bell a click at the top of my page and you will receive notifications for when I next do readings. Good luck, best wishes, and lots of love. Until next time, Virgo. Bye-bye.